What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW, and today we're going to go over a day trading recap. Wound up with a decent little day. Check it out. Well, guys, today started off a little bit scattered. I'm not going to lie. I was up early. I get up early every day now, like really early, and go through my routine. My routine is real simple. I wake up, pray, read the Bible, and work out, and then, I hit the ground running. Just lost the light there. But you know what? We're not going to be able to do anything about that. So bloopers are part of life. So, I sat down and started working. And honestly, I've tweeted out my watch list. If you don't follow me on Twitter, make sure to link in the description section. Go follow me on Twitter. And I just didn't really like a whole lot of stuff out there. Small caps, I kept on watch because I'm expecting them to catch fire at some point, but they're not really doing much. I had a few stocks on watch, and man, I'll tell you right now, looking at my scanners, almost nothing that I had on watch is actually on my scanners anymore. HOFV, I think, might have been one of them. Like, nothing is on here that was on my scanners this morning. Wow. Like, Solo was one that was making a big move early on in the morning. Let me see if here we go. Solo, SOLO, made this one nice move and then boop, done. So one and done are there. I had, what else did I have on watch? NETE was on watch. Here it is. NETE, one big old squeeze right out of the gates and then just sideways now. Sideways isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's Friday, so oh, it looks like it's even halted. Oh, this is no, it's not. It's not. There was an order that just hit the time and sales there. There we go. Okay, that's how bad the volume is on NET Raptor. But here's today. Here's the open. Okay, cool. So boom, we had that big push, and then just one quick little pop over VWAP, and that's it. Just sideways now. That's pretty much it for most of the small caps. Really, there's just nothing there. So then I had the EV stocks on watch. So I had LI on watch. This thing dumped massively. Would have been an awesome short, and I did try to short it, but no shares to borrow for me. That really sucked. And I was looking at the puts, but the puts were trading super garbage. So I didn't trade those. As a matter of fact, let me see here. Like, they moved. I was watching these. I think it was like at $3 and change. These $40 puts. I was watching them right in here, and now they're going off at 920 and whatnot. But look, when I was watching them, the volume was at 1,000 or about 1,100, and this was here in this vicinity right here. Look at how much time has passed, and we still are only at 2,100 shares contracts traded. That's what I didn't like about them. The volume was super light, and they just weren't moving. Like, you'd get a quick little drop and boop, they wouldn't move but a few pennies at that. So I didn't get to trade that. And first I tried to short it, then I went after the puts. No dice on that. I did take a long on it, and we're going to go over that one here pretty soon. But all these suckers have just gotten destroyed today. I honestly didn't think they'd get destroyed today. I thought today they might give a little pop and then get destroyed next week. But joke's on me, I guess. Whatever. Either way, I wasn't going to trade the puts, and there was no shares to short. So it is what it is. So at that point, I was left with like, okay, Jesse, what are you going to do today? So I did take two trades. I took a trade on LI, okay, and I actually took three trades, and I took a trade on ZM, two trades on that. One is on the actual stock itself, and the other one's on an options play. So guys, there's a lot to go over here, so this video might be a little bit long, so grab a drink of water and let's keep jumping into this. Before we do me a quick favor before I forget, smash that like button for me. It really goes a long way helping out the channel with the algorithm, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Thinking I'm going to go live on November 23rd, so put a note on your calendar, or just simply hit the notification bell and you're alerted when I'm going to go live. We're going to go live, do a little Q&A session, have some fun, and go over some future plans. So that's it. That's what I did today. I'm going to jump into these trades here. The first one is LI. As I bring that one up, make sure to check out Webull. Link in the description section below. You download the app, fund your account with $100, and you're going to get 3 free stocks. And then if you get 3 friends to sign up, you're going to get 15 free stocks. So I don't even know why you're not doing this just yet. So LI. What happened here for me today is we opened up and we just had this super indecision. And then we broke under. And then VWAP here started to hold as resistance. And I said to myself, okay, these stocks are up tremendously. Like, look at the daily. Look at the daily. Look at this. Let me scroll back. Like, look, seriously. From like 16, 14 bucks all the way to 40 something dollars. Okay. So I was like, you know what? These people, these shorts are probably going to pile on in here and think they're going to write this down to fill the gap, which happened exactly that, right? That's what happened. But I thought to myself, if they get trapped and we break up over VWAP, this might go the other way. It might. There's nothing to say otherwise at that point in time. And right here, we break above VWAP, but I don't jump in right away. I'm not convinced fully. So I wait and wait. I take a little starter and I add to the position as we start to squeeze here. Like, this is a no-brainer trade at this point. If we go red to green here, we could be at 45 bucks, like that. And I'm in from, I think it was 38 or 39 bucks. I was like, I'm going to take some profit off right here at 40, 41. I'm gonna take just like a quarter off, right? Book a little profit and hold on to the bulk and see if we get that move to 45 bucks. That was the plan. Didn't happen. We got rejected. I stopped out of the trade, but I still stopped out with profit. Mind you, it's like, I don't know, McDonald's money, okay? But whatever, it wasn't red, okay? So that was one trade, and I have it recorded. We're gonna go over that one. My next trade after that, I was like, okay, what are we gonna do now? So right here, right in here, I tried to short. I clicked short. I knew it was hard to borrow, but I was like, you know what? I don't have time to call these people on the phone and try to borrow shares at this point because this trade's going to trigger now if it's going to trigger. So I clicked short. And when I clicked short, a little alert popped up, told me that there wasn't enough shares to borrow. It's like, all right, whatever. I was only trying to short 100 to start. So I was like, okay, whatever. I can't do anything here. So at that point, I just looked at the puts, didn't like them, and I just crossed it off my list. Went on over to ZM. I've traded ZM all week long, and I'm really nicely in the green on the week with ZM. I'm super happy with that. However, with ZM, we were in this like chop fest here that was like a bear flag formation, but it was just so choppy and so light volume. The volume was so light, it was ridiculous during that time. Like, it was lighter. You see, at least here you're seeing the time and sale move. You could barely see the time and sales move during that little like sideways bear flag formation there. I was like, man, I can't jump in here short because if I do, you know, I might get one of those sick candles that's going to go from 419 to 424 on low volume. And I'm going to have to stop out of this because it's going to get messy and I'm going to lose more than I'm willing to risk. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to do anything. I was really disappointed because I was looking at this 419 to write it down to about 404 to fill the gap. What gap, you might say? This gap right here. Let me show you in 60 minutes a little bit clearer. No, actually in the 15 minute is more clear. Yeah, here we go. This gap from 425 down to 413-ish. That gap is the one I was looking to fill at that time. I said to myself, if it breaks underneath that gap, then we have room to 404. 404 being this previous top area and these previous bottoms right here that you see that we hit right there at 403, 404 area, okay? So that was the plan for me, but I couldn't get in because of the volume. And it really made me kind of upset on the day because at this point I had only made $8 to my name and I was just like, what is happening today? So I waited around and, you know, I kept scanning. I came back to ZM and I saw ZM had gone all the way down here to 410. And I was like, man, this really sucks. So I waited and I think it was on this bounce here. I'll show you the live video on this little bounce attempt here. I got short and I fumbled this completely. I thought I had 200 shares, but I didn't. I only had 100 shares. And I looked to cover some right here at 410. And I thought I was covering half. I thought I had 200 shares, so I thought I had 100 shares, and I covered half there. And my half was my full size, 100 shares. I was so disappointed because my target was 404. And we went all the way down to 403 shortly after I covered. So mad. So mad. And then a little while later, I was already, you know what, I'm probably done on the day. So I was looking at my long-term swing account, managing that one. I was looking to maybe open some positions. And before I knew it, I didn't get to open up anything there. I checked out ZM, and ZM had bounced up to VWAP here. And I was like, oh, I don't have time to do anything here. Let me just look at the puts. And I saw a put. I was like, the $400 put expiration the 20th. Like, you know what, this looks good enough for me. Had decent volume. I jumped into that one, and right on this candle right here, I jumped into it and wrote it down and took some profit. So I wound up, going from the day just having $8 on the day. After this little short here and after this put here, made $250 on a day. Not bad, guys. Let me grab the live trades for you, and I'll show you all of these right now. I believe here's the first one. Okay, so as you can see here, I showed you that candle that broke through VWAP, increase in volume. I didn't jump in on that one. Jumped in on the second candle. I had 100 shares. I added, by the time I clicked play, 100 more shares. And I'm like, okay, perfect. These shorts might be trapped. They might be feeling the pressure. They might market order out of their positions. We can bang this out to $45. So I'm in there, 300 shares now, cost basis, $39.71. And I'm looking to write this up to $45. The first take profit is $41.40, like the high day area. So that's decent. I'm looking to take just 100 shares there. As you notice, I did change my layout. I have my level 2 and chart now on the side here. I have news here. I have a secondary order box here so that I can more easier put orders out to, limit out. So here we go. I'm in those 300 shares. I was comfortable in those 300 shares. I'm up over $100 on them. I'm like, okay, cool beans. Let's see if we can get this up there. But we don't. Like, you know what? Shorts might just be piling on more here. And I was right. Shorts were piling on more there. It was crazy. At the same time, I was watching NIO off camera because NIO was the leading alpha on that one. So whatever that one did, the rest would follow. We get that action, and I'm like, okay, well, this thing doesn't look like it's ready to go. The shorts are still in control. So I bang out of that one, and I'm glad I did because, as you saw earlier, LI, right there where I sold, it boom, it just got wrecked. I was looking to short it afterwards, so I bailed before the fail. Now, the next trade is this a trade? Oh yeah, here I was getting ready to short it, exactly. And no dice. Okay, cool. So, which is the next trade? Is it this one? ZM. Okay, so here we go, ZM. I was starting to take a starter here at just 50 shares, and I was looking to add another 150 shares as we tested up the 90 MA. So the trade plan here, I didn't go over it earlier. I just told you what I did was this previous support zone was lining up with the 23.6 Fibonacci level and the 90 MA. So we got three, levels of potential resistance there, and I'm in a very low volume bounce attempt. I was looking to just pile on in there. I wanted 200 shares short. I have a starter of 50. And I thought I had 200 shares. I don't know what happened there. I had a mental glitch this time. This is a 6-minute trade, so we'll fast forward this just a tad. Right there, I should be adding here soon. So right there, I add another 50 shares. Somehow in my brain, I thought I had added 150 shares. And then we get down here to 410, which is the low of day. So I'm looking to cover some there. Instead of covering, I thought I had 200 shares, so I put out an order to cover 100 shares. And right then and there, I'm like, oh my God, where do my shares go? And that's when I realized I had covered my full position because I didn't have 200 shares. I only had 100, which sucked hugely because I would have booked, 100 shares there would have been like, what was it, like $180? Yeah, it would have been like 100 or 100 something. It would have been like 100 something dollars there on those first 100. And then my next 100 shares, I wanted to cover around 404, which from 411 would have been a monstrous win. And, but it is what it is. So there I'm like, oh wow, so disappointed. So disappointing. So paid 200 shares. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a lie. So then after that, a little while later, I took a trade on my long-term account. My long-term swing trade account is really what it is. See, like I told you, we bounce up to VWAP, this very weak volume on that bounce. So I'm like, we might just dump from here. So I jump in there, ZM, and I get the $400 put expiration the 11/20, and I only get one. Okay, I'm in at 1284. We're already going off over $13, and I'm looking to write this down to 408. 408 was what I was looking to write it down to. This is a 14-minute trade, so we're definitely going to fast forward this a lot here. And you'll see here when I put out my order to take profit, See right here, we're going off at 14.30. I'm in from 12.84. And as long as that 9 EMA is holding us up, I'm going to stay in the trade. Right here's when I start like, okay, you know what? We're going to get near to 408, so I'm probably should be getting ready to take profit. And right there, I take profit. We're already in the area of the 408s. Boom, I get out of that position. And now I can show you all my orders. So stand by here. So you'll see here, where is it? So LI, I bought 39.67. I bought more 39.67. I bought more 39.80, and then I sold them all out at 39.74. ZM short for 11.49, short for 11.13. I thought I was adding more shares, but I didn't. Covered at 4.10.44, tiny win. And this wound up being just 95 bucks on the day. Then, I switched over to my long-term account here, boom. And this is the account where, I have Boeing and Disney. And I was looking to potentially add some shares. And that's when I noticed ZM was, taking a little bit of a dump there off of VWAP again. So I got in right here, bought the 11/20 expiration date $400 strike put option at 12.84 and closed it off at 14.41. Nice take profit, not bad at all. 155.67 there, and we wound up with 95 bucks over here. So I'll take that any day. That's 250 bucks in a day. Not bad at all. I'll take it. Base hits win games. Let me know how you did. Drop it in the comment section below for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Smash that like button. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you.